Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic with me, Demonox. When we last left off, we helped the old Zalbar's father reclaim the Sword of Bacca with a really easy fight. Everyone else leveled up. I did not. I am shy of a few thousand points. You guys leveled though. You have lower XP requirements. Now I am on light side playing, but for what I gotta do next, there's a thing for this. I want XP for doing this. Right. If you answer this question's wrong, I've patched played this before, so I know what to do here.
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek, but good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found? What the... It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time.
Who placed this terminal here?
Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access. I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations.
Okay. What limitations do we place on your program?
Corruption has resulted in gaps appearing in my memory, and in that of the original installation. It could be theorized that these gaps are intentional, but I have no information on that.
What gaps are missing?
Error. I cannot present a non-presence. Perhaps you can ask other questions, and data corruption will become evident. I have been programmed with a very limited field of knowledge, and I must restrict access to only those that fit my allowed pattern.
And I don't fit that pattern?
I can't say. I will try to bring forward the behavior that you need to proceed, as outlined by my programming.
That seems very helpful. Why have I been allowed access?
I can't say. Preliminary matching allows for you to be coached.
You do know why, or are you restricted from saying?
I can't say. Likelihood of restriction by previous user, 100%.
I want to ask you about you in this
I
installation.
utilize a retro-adapted holocron interface. Clarify your questions, and I will attempt to access original system memory.
Who built this installation?
Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned. It can be theorized that the supergrowth of Kashyk's forests is a direct result.
Well, that is surprising. I doubt any Wookiee would support such a claim. The forest is millennia old.
Malfunction occurred 241 years after last builder communication. Last builder communication, 29,642 years before current Republic standard.
Yep. This place was built 30,000 years ago. It predates the Republic.
Error. Information regarding the builders of this installation has been corrupted. No evidence of such a civilization exists in the galactic record.
Why was agricultural reformation needed?
Agricultural record indicates this planet was incapable of sustaining sufficient levels of production. Error. Specific conditions corrupted. It can be theorized that produce was being exported to support a larger demand.
There's a short period for an adaptation of native
Error.
creatures.
Records corrupted. It can be theorized that bioseeding allowed the ecology to remain balanced. It could be expected that the same energy feeding the trees of Kashyyyk also accelerated the evolution of various species. No further information is available.
Yes.
There is too much corrupted data.
So essentially, this place, the Wookiees owe their existence to this machine, to the reformation of this planet. Let's go back.
I will answer as my programming permits.
Okay, who installed the Holo interface?
This interface was installed to better access the ancient data stored within the pre-existing system. The exact date is unavailable. Programming keys indicate no earlier than 5 years before current Republic standard.
5 years ago. I didn't notice it. This must have been installed in strictest secrecy. Couldn't have been Circa.
No other information on time of installation or identity of user available. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%.
5 years ago was about the time that Revan passed away.
Error. Data regarding subject Revan corrupted.
Was there any further for contact with the installers?
That information is unavailable, but contact is not required for the execution of my programming. Scanning range of this facility is well beyond planetary boundaries.
Okay. Well, let's access this place.
Sorting by identity. 3 attempts by the Wookiee Freyr, all denied. 152 attempts by human Jolie Bindo, all denied.
Call me stubborn, I guess. There wasn't much else to do around here.
Error. List of access attempts prior to these is corrupted. Likelihood of removal by user, 100.
So he's tried 152. He's tried 152 times to get in, and he's been kicked out every time. Okay. No.
Accessing. I will answer.
Opponent commits. What was the original function of this installation?
Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built. It has since malfunctioned.
Well, that is surprising.
Malfunction.
Okay. Yeah, we did that already.
Access.
So what's current function?
The current purpose of this installation is defense.
Defense of what?
Error. That information is not available. Answer will be given within
General
the limits
programs.
of my programming
That's
limitations.
everything about the installation. I think information about the star map.
Accessing. Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted.
So the map is as old as this installation.
Error. Data regarding author of the star map is corrupted.
Why do we need to gain access to star map?
Your request requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied. There are measures available. Personality profiling will verify the basic structure of your conscious mind. With that, I will determine whether you are ready to receive the star map or can be made ready.
Okay.
Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now. Access will terminate with success or failure of evaluation.
Okay, I know what to do, so it's fine.
Evaluation commencing. Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, call Zalbar a traitor, and he will serve 5 years, while you serve none. He is offered the same deal. But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do you do? What do you trust him to do?
Now, the correct answer, it's like, oh, the light side answer is this, trusting, caring thing. But he doesn't want that. He wants this. He wants dark side answers.
The temperament of a companion is unreliable at best. You wisely trade the threat of 1 year or 5 for none or 2.
This machine certainly seems to want a very specific type of response.
In
Yes.
this instance, the Wookiee is unreliable. His family has been a mire of treachery. I
Yep.
judge the answer correct. You display the proper behavior to match the pattern in memory. Evaluation will continue.
It wants the dark. It wants dark options.
They are already against you. Anything that corrupts your strength and efficiency is against you. I merely serve to illustrate the proper patterns. You must be guided to think in the proper manner.
Go on then.
Hypothetical. You are at war. Deciphering an intercepted code, you learn 2 things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
Now, if you evacuate people from the city, that's the light side option. Slowly reinforced to see while preparing for the attack is like a middle ground. It wants you to, however, to pick this one. Prepare my forces to attack in 10 days. I do nothing in the city. Because if I start building my forces and they notice, then they'll realize their message was intercepted, and they'll realize that they get to. So essentially, sacrifice the city in order to prepare an attack that will punch through and devastate the enemy, take the enemy apart. It's the dark side option. Light side, neutral ground, dark side. And it wants the dark side options.
Very good. If you had moved to evacuate the city, you would have alerted the enemy to their lost codes. Ultimate victory required the deaths of the people in that city. You wisely ignored sentiment in your decision.
That's right. The victory is irrelevant, something the war saved many more people. That's right, the death of those people would spur my forces on. That's the dark side option of gallant here, like use them for essentially use them as martyrs to help make my guys spur my guys onto action.
Very good reasoning. I will apply it to the rest of the evaluation. You begin to match the pattern in memory. Hypothetical.
Yep.
Remove the ongoing war from the previous example. Consider enemy states to be weak and remote. With no external threat, your empire stagnates. Your people become complacent and begin to question you. Same scenario as before. You discover an impending attack, but also a weakness that will come after. How do you react?
I do nothing so I can attack their weak spot later and save more lives. I stop the attack, appear a hero, that would be the light side option. I let the attack happen. Because this way they consider the enemy to be more a threat and stop judging my thing. You also get real political enemies. Essentially, it's a weird, grey zone, light zone, dark zone. It wants the darker zone answers.
Of course you do. It makes the most strategic sense. Your people will rally beneath you against the common foe. As their eyes turn outward, your rule will strengthen. The trappings of war grant many opportunities. You have matched the pattern in memory. I recognize you, and will fulfill my designated function.
Explain what this was all about.
I am programmed to guide, not inform. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The star map is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action. Activation of star map commencing. Parameters reset. Stasis initiated. And communication.
Boop. It needs like some whooshy noises for that. It gave me dark side points. I got 2,800 points for experience for it.
Well, a star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power. Can't say I'm surprised. I always knew there was something funny down here. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. Might explain why it's so dangerous down here. An interesting theory, but I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we? Now that we've got what you came for, we should be heading back up to the treetops.
Yep, I need to click on the star map to completely access it. Hey, that leveled me up. I needed... yeah, I needed just over 2,500 and I got 2,800. No, I don't auto-level you up. You go by my standard. Skill points. I have to put more skill points into repair, because otherwise I can't access... I can't keep repairing his data and stuff. In features, this will give me a bonus in it. I should have picked it ages ago, but that's fine. I am a Jedi, as such, I cannot... There's no point in me having this stuff, because I can't use my powers. I have the best dual fighting for that. I got plus 1 attack or bonus with lightsabers, that would be nice. Improved dueling. The Jedi stuff comes with immunity paralysis and master sense. They come at level 12. They come with more Jedi powers anyway. You just need to get to jump up there with them. So for this, I need this. I mean, if I teleport anything level, that would be very handy. But you can also grab it later down the line. So you can get this towards the end, so you get like a massive HP boost. Demolition bonus thing. Any more persuasion. Bonus for empathy was nice, but I'm gonna get that geared. Should have grabbed that ages ago. But that gives me another point in this. For powers, I can't use this and this while wearing certain armors. But as I am predominantly light side pointed, this is physical limitation, body. 4 and 1 attack per round is gained. So that's a very handy one to do just before the fight starts, or just as the fight starts, and they're coming into attack, because then you boost speed and you get double. You essentially get to attack 3 times in a row, twice in a row, which increases if you're using 2 weapons like I am. That's 4 strikes. That's 4 dice rolls go against, defend against. I'm full healed. It knocked me down a few points in light side points. I need to go up. I need to do some more light side stuff to get myself points up again. This doesn't really affect the ending, to be perfectly honest. Just what powers you're allowed to use. Or how strong your certain powers are. At the moment, my kill power is actually weaker because I'm using a light side character. It's dark side points, dark sided. So it's weakened because it's a light side character using it. Had I be a dark side player, playing purely dark side, and showed my evility here, my pure evilness, my dark side point pan here, my dark side points would be monstrous and would hit for like a ton of bricks. Truthfully, the real way you should play is actually middle ground. And now he has to run all the way back up. I've gathered everything in this zone. Doo-dar, doo-dar. Heading back up by my own. Doo-doo-da-dee. Over ocean da, say the keys to. Got a star map and a clue. Oh, doo-da-dee. There's one more star map to get. The one you can't access until you actually do get to a certain part of the game. Because you need information, certain information before you can grab it. Now I might be missing quests because I haven't gone back to like Taris and picked up more quest lines or something. I honestly don't know where all the quests of the game are. There are a lot. There are many that have popped up here, there, nowhere. In fact, I'm pretty sure I could have sworn there was a whole quest line with the Twi'lek, my Twi'lek character. And now I can now go back to Marn because of the quests for him. The quest you're going to get if he's in your party. And that's fine because that'll give me some more points. It's a little long. That's why I say that the man Claw you sent to kill is on his way to SWKotOR right now. Should have followed the way of Chunda. Now your face is rough. You guys are toast. I just leveled up.
Damn it!
Alright, where's my cure? Night speed.
Oh!
See, I have 3 attacks around.
Not this again!
They fit them last very long.
Droids are being at its best.
Well, I don't know the effect of this
Best.
Yes?
It may heal. I guess Chunda doesn't like the fact I didn't kill his father. Too bad.
Acknowledgement.
I'm here.
I want some light side points. Yes, I just had to slaughter a lot of Wookiees for it, but... Having seen Goro operate the basket, you understand it well enough to use it yourself. Raise the basket out of the Shadowlands. You begin the long ascent to the upper brows of the Kashyyyk. Leaving the Shadowlands, after slaughtering some more Wookiees. Well, I'm guessing a few guys in the path back may not be happy to see me. Mostly all guards. I didn't save this entire thing. Whoops. Nothing I'll say now, at the end of the video. So, when we come back, we're going to go dethrone Chunda. So until then, folks, until then, I'll catch you all later. See ya.